California libtards will tell you that the reason why it's taking so long to count the votes in California is because they have 15 million votes to count.
Nobody says that. Guys, you ready? You ready for the meltdown? We had another update today, guys. LA primary. Spencer Pratt. Yo, dude, Spencer, you like my crystals? Pratt. Check it out, guys. Another dump of votes in the LA mayor. Look at this, guys. 78% of the votes are in. And look at that, dude. Nithya Raman is fucking 7,000 down. She's caught up. She's only 7,000 votes away from overcoming Spencer Pratt. And MAGA is livid. By the way, 40% of the people who are watching my YouTube are not subscribed. So make sure you hit that sub button. All right, you get all the good gossipy shit and you laugh your ass off. Guys, they are livid. And there is 22% of the votes still to come in. So that means there's like 160,000 votes remaining. Dude, there's no way she doesn't pass him. I all but guaranteed it. But they just done, another 7% of the votes came in, and Nithya is about to overtake his ass. And let's look at the reaction. The reaction, guys, was fucking crazy. Dude, look at him. Spencer Pratt, look at him. He said me trying to figure out how votes get counted in LA. Sorry, buddy. A beautiful mind, that's not you, boss. If we want to see you, Spencer Pratt, we need to put on like Porky's or something, right? But look at this shit. Election night batches in LA. Karen Bass, 38%. Spencer Pratt, 28%. Nithya Raman, 20%. 5 days after the election, Pratt, 18%. Karen Bass, 33%. Nithya, 40%. Right? And they're like, keep in mind, only the top two advance, which is why the third place candidate suddenly surged. Dude, dude, this is so crazy. Oh my God. This guy said, I'm very skeptical of fraud claims, but as someone who knows LA very well and am not in a conservative bubble at all, I really don't see how Raman could have legitimately come in second over Pratt. But let me tell you guys, Trump endorsed Pratt. And at that point, the minute that Trump endorsed Pratt, every Democrat in LA that had not voted, guess who they voted for? Nithya Raman. And why? Why would they do that, guys? Because we know if you get rid of Pratt, we're guaranteed to pick one of the Dems. And Nithya or Karen Bass will figure it out in the fucking runoff election. So what happened was, you know, people were voting early. They voted for Pratt. People voted for Nithya. People voted for Karen Bass. And then the minute Trump was like, I endorse Pratt, every single Democratic voter in LA that had not voted at that moment, they voted for Nithya because they knew it would end Pratt. Okay? Vote for the number two, and you know Pratt is gone. And I am sure that canvassers were even encouraging voters to vote Nithya. I am certain of it. Anybody who was doing ballot harvesting was like, we knew it. We knew it. Dude, so that's why all the late voters are going to be Nithya. I bet they're almost all going to be Nithya. I mean, guys, let's be honest, dude. Spencer Pratt almost got as much of the vote as Donald Trump did. Trump got 31%. All right, in LA County. And so LA City is going to be even more blue. So Spencer Pratt so far is holding 27% in the city of LA. I feel like that's overperforming. I think LA is like, I think him getting more than 20 is way overperforming. But all of these MAGA shitters thought he was going to win because everyone on Twitter was like, Spencer's winning. Everybody loves Spencer. Oh, look at his AI videos. Oh, look at that AI video. He made an AI Batman who took a shit on Gavin Newsom. Dude, right? It's like, come on, bro. Dude, nobody in fucking LA was going to elect this fool. Dude, they are shitting a brick. Look at this. Nithya Raman just stunningly surged in late mail-in ballots, about to take over Spencer Pratt. She is down 7,500 votes now. We are watching it happen before our very eyes. California elections are a worldwide disgrace. Dude, Benny Johnson, 4 hours ago, he says polls closed in Los Angeles 4 days ago. Spencer Pratt has been leading Raman the entire time, and now, after massive mail-in ballot dumps in her favor, she is within 7,000 votes, right? And it's like, dude, and this guy, I once again ask, how is it possible that someone who is clearly in third place in the in-person voting magically becomes number one in mail-in voting? Dude, the cheat is happening. Blah, blah, blah. Dude, they're such crybabies. Dude, LA is like 80% Democrats. There was no way that jackhole was ever going to win. Dude, Benny, look at Benny, dude. He is hitting Grinder hard tonight, guys. Okay, look at him, dude. Dude, Benny is fucking hitting Grinder hard. Dude, Ashley St. Clair's phone is going to be vibrating tonight. I'm serious. He is going to be in the bathroom of a dance club somewhere, just getting like rawhide, bro.
I want to quickly break down how California has codified voter fraud into their state constitution.
Oh, thank you, Benny.
This allows Democrats to rig any race they want across the state. And of course, this is a lesson in why we must pass the SAVE Act.
SAVE Act.
California libtards will tell you that the reason why it's taking so long to count the votes in California is because they have 15 million votes to count.
Nobody says that.
Number for the 2024 election.
Oh, they'll tell you it's because there's 15 million votes. No, nobody ever said that. Dude, you know what I'm saying? Nobody ever said, oh, it takes California a week because it's 15 million votes, right? What if asshat this guy? Dude, he spends 8 minutes on this. 8 minutes of crying, boss. And he has AI photos of Gavin Newsom. Look at these idiots.
But that argument is, of course, destroyed when you look over at Texas, which counted 11.3 million votes in one night, and Florida, which counted nearly 11 million votes by close of polls, 7 p.m. By 9 p.m., 99% of the vote was counted in Florida.
Ooh.
This is, of course, failure by design. California took weeks to resolve the 2024 election. We waited for months to figure out who was going to represent certain districts as the California election fraud machine kicked into high gear. And what is that exactly? Well, it's a machine that doesn't do voter ID, so we have no idea who's actually voting, and it's a machine that allows for votes to come in forever, permanently after Election Day. You can see here from the Secretary of State's website, California primary election. We're going to let ballots be delivered all the way through to July 10th, 2026. That's when we'll finally certify the results.
That's when they certify it, but they don't accept ballots that way.
Whole weeks.
Look at this. All right, so Florida certified on November 19th. So it was 14 days. They certified 2 weeks after the election. Kentucky does 20 days after. Ohio does 25 days. And look at the longest certification, guys. The longest certification is a red state of Arkansas. 45 days. California is 38. Oregon is 37. Missouri is 35. Texas is 33. I mean, dude, they take a month as well. But there's also another big difference between Florida and California. In California, their number one priority is to make sure that every person in California, whether you are Democrat, Republican, Independent, Communist, it doesn't matter, whatever your nationality is, whatever your income scale, you can be homeless or a billionaire. If you are a registered voter and you voted legally, California wants to make sure your vote gets tallied and verified and counted. And they want everyone in the state to have access to that and to make sure that if the signature doesn't match, we see your ID, we check it, and make sure it's verified. Florida goes out of its way to make sure people can't vote. Okay? They close precincts. They fucking, the voters vote to reinstate felons, and the legislature just wipes the voters, constitutional amendment away. Okay? In Florida, they do everything they can to prevent you from voting unless you're fucking white and wealthy. And yeah, dude, Benny's career, remember, this guy started as a plagiarist, and his wife has a ravenous, mossy bank, according to Milo, that is, has a lot of deposits, if you know what I mean. Dude, look at these pictures. Spencer Pratt, dude, look at him. This is the guy they wanted to run a the second biggest city in America, bro. Like, bum, shakalaka bum, yes, we're going to, dude, we shall rebuild. Dude, what the fuck? This is my favorite. Dude, I'm telling you right here, dude, this haircut disqualifies you from any major political appointment. I'm sorry, with this haircut, bro, like, you can work at a gym, you can work at Best Buy, you can be a used car salesman, you can fucking, you can park my car like a valet, but that's about it, boss. I don't even want a waiter at a restaurant having a hairdo like this. If my waiter at the restaurant shows up looking like this, I'm going to call the manager over and be like, I'm going to need a new waiter. I'm sorry. Dude, I'm going to be like, I'm sorry, boss. I can't, I cannot have my order taken by a chia head. But again, they try to conflate this shit because their whole game is there's not enough of these MAGA Republicans for them to fucking get, theocratic fascism. So they need to make up all this shit so then they can pass some draconian, like, nobody but white property owners can vote. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what they want. They want white Christian property owners can vote if they're men and nobody else can. I'm serious. If you went to MAGA and said, hey guys, hey, MAGA, we're thinking about making a new national law that only white Christian men who own property can vote for elected officials. Would you guys be okay with it? And I bet you every MAGA voter would say, yes, we're good with that. Dude, think about how fucking insane that is. What is up, guys? Thank you so much for watching. You like the video, you want to support independent resistance media, you know what to do. Drop that sub, hit the like button, and please share it. And we do love our members, so if you want to become a member, it's another really great way to support. Thanks again for everything, guys. I'll see you next time. Let's go.